There's a mineral holding up the entire global food supply, and almost nobody thinks about it. Not oil, not lithium, phosphorus. Every gram in fertilizer has to be dug out of the ground, and where it comes from should make you nervous. Modern farming runs on three nutrients: nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. Nitrogen we can literally pull out of the air. Phosphorus we cannot. It comes from phosphate rock, mined, and nothing else. No shortcut exists. And that rock is absurdly concentrated. Morocco and the territory of Western Sahara together hold an estimated 70% or more of the world's known reserves. One country and a disputed territory sitting on the input every farm on Earth eventually needs. China is the second largest producer, and it has periodically restricted phosphate fertilizer exports to protect its own food supply. Combine that with the Morocco concentration, and you get a global market with almost no genuinely independent suppliers. Here's the part that separates phosphorus from fossil fuels. There is no substitute waiting in the wings. Plants need it in a specific chemical form, and no synthetic version does the job. You mine it, you recycle it, or you watch crop yields fall. Prices already show how exposed this is. Phosphate fertilizer spiked more than 800% during the 2007 and 8 food crisis, then spiked hard again in 2021 and 22 alongside natural gas and the war in Ukraine. Farmers got squeezed with almost no warning. Researchers have argued about peak phosphorus for over a decade. Some studies say economically viable reserves last only decades at current rates. Industry says far longer. The honest answer is nobody has a precise number, and that uncertainty is itself part of the risk. Now the twist. Most phosphorus applied to farmland doesn't stay there. Rain washes a huge share into rivers and lakes where it feeds algae. Lake Erie's toxic blooms and the Gulf of Mexico's seasonal dead zone are both driven substantially by runoff from Midwest farms. So phosphorus is a strange double bind. Too little starves the crops that feed billions. The surplus that runs off is poisoning freshwater downstream. The same element causing scarcity fear upstream is causing ecological damage downstream, often in the very same watershed. There's a recovery path hiding in plain sight. Human and animal waste contains meaningful phosphorus, and some wastewater plants now recover it as struvite, a slow-release fertilizer. Promising, but recycling still supplies only a small fraction of global demand. Meanwhile, a handful of countries have started treating phosphate reserves the way oil states treat crude, as strategic leverage. A resource most people have never once considered now sits closer to oil-style geopolitics than most farmers realize. Here's my take. We panic about running out of oil or lithium because those stories come with cars and batteries. Phosphorus has no flashy narrative, just a quiet fact under the whole food system. Skip the mined rock from Morocco or a few other places, and yields fall everywhere fast. That's the story worth watching.